Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite succulents. I call them hens and chicks, and they're all over my garden. The reason they're called hens and chicks is because you have a main plant here, the mama plant, with all these little chicks underneath. Like here's a mama, here's all these little chicks. They propagate themselves, they produce like mad, and they form these beautiful little mounds. It's January in my garden and I need to do a little cleanup. So, taking out the dead leaves, look at this one, he's got all this dead stuff. And in doing so, sometimes it becomes too much of a mess and it's just easier to start from scratch, dismantling this mound and either transplanting them elsewhere in your garden or just reassembling them. It's really easy to do and I want to show you how to do it. For example, this mound here, this guy who's sticking up, all this icky dead stuff, I just take it off. You want to set them aside and let the ends, where you just cut, you want the ends to seal off. So give them a couple of days to air dry. You don't want to stick that into the soil because what happens is it'll start to rot and it'll kill the plant. I have a clump right next to it that I've dismantled a couple of days ago and I'm going to show you how easy it is to reassemble it. So why don't you come with me over here. So here I have all the little succulents. I cut them off a couple of days ago. Their ends have sealed. I've taken off all the little dead leaves here. They're ready to go. I'm going to reassemble this mound that I had. I'm sure I'll have some left over that I'm going to stick in other parts of my garden. Truly, it's as easy as digging them in and setting them where you want to. A trick that I have found really useful is to use these little hairpins here, these U-shaped hairpins. What they'll do is you just push it down and it holds them into place. I have a ton of squirrels in my garden. They love to dig up whatever it is I just plant. These will help hold them in place. So you just lay them out, figuring each one is going to triple in size in just a few months as soon as it warms up and fills this out all over again. So here you have it. It couldn't be easier. I've set them in place where I want them. I've added the hairpins to hold them down. I put a little bit of soil on top. Succulents like really well-drained soil. They don't want a clay-based soil at all. So I just put a little light perlite and light soil mix on top. And they're ready to go.